heard of a little animation studio called Studio Ghibli, and maybe even the studio responsible for My Hero Academia's anime adaptation, Bones. But have you heard of Orange? And not the anime. Or how about director Naoko Yamada? Whether you're a seasoned anime fan or just getting started, here are a few lesser-known studios and fantastic creators in the anime industry that have a lot of potential to do great things in the future. 3D CG animation often gets a bad rep when it comes to anime, but you shouldn't write off all productions that heavily use this form of animation, especially if Orange is involved. While the studio has worked in collaboration with other teams on series like Black Bullet and Dimension W, last year Orange released its first project that wasn't a co-production, Land of the Lustrous. Not only is this one of the few anime whose CG is well regarded by fans and critics alike, it uses the medium to capture the essence of the series in a way that simply couldn't be done with traditional 2D hand-drawn animation. While we hope to see Orange continue Land of the Lustrous with a second season, we're just as excited to see what else it can create when applying its incredible 3D CG animation skill set to other solo projects.
絶対僕が助けてあげなくちゃ。
While Kinema Citrus was founded a decade ago by former Bones and production IG staff, only within the last couple of years has the studio really come into its own. Kinema Citrus is the team behind the anime adaptation of the beautiful and oftentimes horrifying world of Made in Abyss, which not only earned a spot among the nominees for IGN's Best Anime of 2017, but also was awarded Anime of the Year at last year's Crunchyroll Awards. The studio is also behind Summer 2018's Review Starlight, which features gorgeously animated on-stage battles as theater students face off in auditions with a distinct otherworldly quality. A common claim among the IGN commenters these days is that anime is too moe, too much children in high school, and too lighthearted. Where's the drama? Well, look no further than White Fox.
A malign spirit has taken possession of my right hand, Rukako! Banish it before I'm forced to do something unseemly!
Be right back!
While yes, many of the anime this studio has produced in its 11 years feature younger protagonists, it's rare that everything is left to friendship and optimistic ideals. Instead, White Fox has worked on anime like the acclaimed sci-fi Steins Gate and its sequel, Steins Gate Zero, along with the grim and wonderful Girls Last Tour and the very popular ReZero, Starting Life in Another World. On the lighter side of things, White Fox has also produced the charming adaptations of The Devil is a Part-Timer and Is the Order a Rabbit.
怖いです。やっぱり怖いよね。でもこれは試練だよ。ココアさんにお店任せるの怖い。わしも嫌。
As for individuals, there are a few creators that we can't wait to see what they do next, regardless of which studio they're working with. After serving as a screenwriter on many projects, Mari Okada made her directorial debut this year with Makia When the Promised Flower Blooms. With an impressive screenwriting resume that includes titles like Anohana, The Flower We Saw That Day, and Lupin III, The Woman Called Fujiko Mine, there's no question she's a gifted writer who knows how to tell an emotional story and whose sensibilities shine through her first directorial work. Okada impressively wrote and directed Makia, a movie which provides a unique and heartfelt take on motherhood from the perspective of a girl who ages significantly slower than normal humans. If Makia is only the first of many directorial works from Okada, it's hard not to be excited to see what comes next from this remarkable storyteller. Toho Animation is one of the most highly regarded studios for its incredibly polished and detailed animation, and Naoko Yamada has served as director on several of the team's more recent beloved projects. In addition to helming the hit series K-On! And its related projects, she also directed Tamako Market and Tamako Love Story. Perhaps her greatest work, though, is the critically acclaimed film adaptation of Yoshitoki Oima's manga A Silent Voice. It's unquestionably one of the best animated films in the past few years, addressing heavy issues like bullying and suicidal thoughts through the lens of a teenage boy on a journey to find redemption and friendship. Yamada also directed this year's new sound euphonium film, Liz and the Blue Bird, which we're excited to see later this year when it hits US theaters in November.
少女の儚く、そして強く輝く美しい一瞬を。リズと青い鳥。
We were only able to cover a handful of creators and studios in this feature, so be sure to check out our article version for a few more picks.